if you're going to play a police officer again, I'm getting a uniform for you now. You better get an actual uniform.
I think that's a better idea.
I've been a part of GUM, which we had no press conferences, nothing. But show did well.
Yes.
So there's no sure shot way of knowing that ये करेंगे तो चलेगा, ये करेंगे तो नहीं चलेगा.
हाँ.
Every show has its destiny. I have seen highs, lows, mids. So it's all transient.
Yeah.
Everything is transient and it's a part of the journey कि आज success है, कल नहीं है, परसों शायद वापस है. तो परसों के लिए वेट करते हैं.
हाँ.
What you're destined to be, you'll do that.
Yeah.
So ये गलत notion है कि शो बना देता है, बिगाड़ देता है, जो भी है. I don't think so. It's all transient, as I told you.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Sosha. My name is Chirag Saigal and I'm in conversation with actor Neel Bhatt. Thank you so much, Neel, for joining us. How are you?
I am perfectly fine and thank you so much for having me.
You know, last time we spoke, I remember you mentioned कि अब इसके बाद अगर मुझे सिविल सर्वेंट का रोल मिला तो मैं एक यूनिफॉर्म खरीद के अपने घर पर रखूंगा. तो अब वो हो चुका है या फिर नहीं?
नहीं, thankfully I am playing an IAS officer
IAS
and not an IPS. Although both are civil services,
Yes.
but I am not playing an IPS officer. So thankfully I don't have to get a uniform done because my father had told me this.
Yes.
If you're going to play a police officer again, I'm getting a uniform for you now. You better get an actual uniform.
I think that's a better idea. But why do you think is such roles coming back to you again and again?
I have no idea. Probably I'm attracting them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, audience find you really charming in uniform. People keep saying that on social media.
I'm glad. I would like to play all the uniforms. I mean, something in that involves like all our forces. It could be army, it could be the navy, air force, anything.
But do you think you're also stuck in such roles now? Do you want to step out, वैसे?
I mean, I don't feel stuck. See, you feel stuck in a role if you feel you're restricted.
Yes.
Thankfully, all my roles have never been restricted, and I tend not to restrict them with anything, be it body language, be it behavior patterns, be it morality.
Yeah.
So, I tend to make them human. I want to make them human rather, and if I succeed in translating that humanity on screen, I'd consider myself successful in translating it.
Yeah. When I first watched Megha Barsinge का promo, it reminded me of a show called Bani Ishq Da Kalma. वो बहुत पहले TV पे आता था. I don't know if you have followed that show?
No, I am aware of it,
But do you think the storylines are in a way very similar?
I am aware of the name of the show. I don't know the storyline.
Yes. Yeah. But did you read about it on social media? Kuch bhi?
I mean, I've read a few comments that this show reminds us of, as you said,
Yes.
as Bani Ishq Da Kalma. So that's the only thing I know. Other than that, I don't know. I've not watched the show, so I can't say.
But this is the first time you're working with Neha and Kinshuk.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of them?
Very good. I mean, they come across as very gentle people, very normal people. So, and whom you can talk, whom you can, they're approachable.
Yes.
You can discuss a scene. It's not a difficult task to discuss. They're very open to improvisations or discussing a certain point of a scene. Or in general, they're good people to talk to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can make jokes with them, about them, laugh around. So, yeah, I mean.
Who's most fun on sets?
I think it has to be Sahil. He plays one of the characters. He's playing Neha's brother.
Yeah.
So he's he's like a ball of energy.
Yeah.
And we really have a good time.
You know, today we don't see shows running for a very long time now. When you start a show, for example, now Megha Barsinge, does that thought कि I don't know कि ये कितना time चलेगा या कितना time नहीं चलेगा, does that thought ever cross your mind?
No, first of all, I disagree with the point that shows don't work for a long time. Not all. I mean, there's always going to be some shows that click and some don't click. That's why we have new shows. And there have been long-running shows on elsewhere channels, and we're aware of them. I had been a part of it.
Yes.
And thankfully, the show's still going on, although albeit without me, but it's still going on. And this thought never crosses my mind. Will this go for a long time or not? Because then I'm burdening myself with these pressures, which technically the industry pressure, कि show chalna chahiye yaar. I hope for the best.
Yes.
the only thing that is in my hand is to perform, be a part of a good project. Essentially, no producer or no actor or no maker wants to make a show to see it fail.
Yeah.
We all want every project to succeed. That's why we're being a part of it.
Yeah.
But a success or failure of a project is not in my hands, it's in the audience's hand. After the director says cut, when the episode is made,
Yes.
there's nothing that I can do about it. There's nothing, literally nothing I can do about it. I can only make sure what I do between the action and cut. Besides, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I can promote, I can talk to people, I can talk to journalists, I can meet and greet with fans, but that should translate into TRPs. If it does not, it's not working.
Yeah.
I've been a part of GUM, which we had no press conferences, nothing. But show did well.
Yes.
So there's no sure shot way of knowing that ये करेंगे तो चलेगा, ये करेंगे तो नहीं चलेगा. Every show has its destiny. I don't know what is this show's destiny. I'm just doing my bit.
But do you think that has also made actors' job, to an extent, insecure today?
No.
No?
It depends from actor to actor. How do they perceive certain things?
Yeah.
I think with a little bit of experience in this field, you will come to terms that all of this is temporary. The success of a show is also temporary.
Yeah.
The failure is also temporary. So you have to come to terms with it. You have to become almost like a Zen.
Yes.
So not get really affected by these things. That's not to say it does not affect, but don't let it bog you down. Yeah.
But does it affect you sometimes?
Of course it does. Something not working, it does make you feel sad. Like, I did work hard on this. What went wrong? But then after that, you have to not let it affect you that you can't do something new. Because there's always going to be some new work out there. You need to reach out, or sometimes it will reach you out. And when that happens, you need to be ready.
Yeah.
And when are you ready? When you're mentally free of these baggages. So the sooner you're out of these baggages, the faster you can probably move on.
And also that realization that not everything is in my hand.
Exactly.
How do you explain it to yourself?
It's through life experiences in this
Yeah.
industry. It's through those experiences that I've understood that everything is temporary. So it's not in my hands. I have worked hard on some projects which have not worked. I have worked equally hard on projects that have worked. So the only constant is the hard work.
Yeah.
The success and failure is not in my hands.
Yeah.
It's in the audience's hands. So I've finally let it go. I mean, the day I'm a producer, probably I'll think about it. But even after being a producer, I can only make the project.
Yeah.
After that, it's not in my hands.
But when you say that not everything is permanent in this industry, everything is temporary, fame भी ऐसे ही होता
बिल्कुल.
है. Do you ever feel कि पता नहीं कल को क्या होगा?
मुझे I don't feel, I know
हाँ.
कि कल को ज़रूरी नहीं कि जो आज मैं फेस कर रहा हूँ कल होगा.
हाँ.
I know this fact and I accepted this fact because in my career I have seen highs, lows, mids. So it's all transient.
Yeah.
Everything is transient and it's a part of the journey कि आज success है कल नहीं है परसों शायद वापस है. तो परसों के लिए वेट करते हैं.
हाँ. But one best thing about being on TV, also ruling television shows one after another, is that you enjoy this massive fan following, whether it is out in public, on social media, everywhere. What is the best compliment you have received ever?
I mean, mostly it's always about work.
Yeah.
And sometimes audience they confuse that अरे आप बहुत अच्छे एक्टर हो लेकिन बहुत अच्छे इंसान भी हो. ये मिलता है सुनने के लिए, but I don't understand how do they know me personally. They don't know me personally. Other than that, I mean, I'll tell you one incident that had made, actually two. There was one during Karol Bagh, 12/24
Yes.
Karol Bagh. There was a cancer patient, and that cancer patient was on her last days. So her last wish was to meet me because she used to watch Karol Bagh every day without fail. So she's like, I want to meet this boy. And she happened to know the producer. The producer told me, we went and we met her. I spent around 3-4 hours with her, and it was in Noida.
Yes.
At that time, Fortis mein, I met her. So she said, "Beta, you made my day."
Hmm.
And when a person's days are numbered, thankfully she survived for a longer time after that.
Yeah.
And at that point of time when the days are numbered, that person saying this, that "Beta, you made my day," that has to account for something, yeah.
Yeah.
So it meant a lot to me.
Also, when she doesn't know you personally.
Yeah. The second time something like this happened was during COVID times. We were shooting in that bubble, bio bubble.
Yes.
So we were in Hyderabad, and a known actor had reached out to me. Unfortunately, even he was on a ventilator, and it was out in the news. I'm not naming that actor,
Yeah.
because the conversation was very private. So I'm not naming. So he reached out to me that, and it was not about him. He's like, "Neil, I'm in a hospital, and I'm sharing my room with someone. This other someone watches your show, and his oxygen levels go high when he watches you on screen." And we all know COVID ke time pe how oxygen levels can deplete. I had COVID. I know that. Although I was not in that serious, thankfully, that serious condition, but that particular gentleman was in a very serious condition. And when I read this message from my colleague from the industry, he messaged me this, it brought tears to me. I mean, how can my work make someone's oxygen levels go up?
Yeah.
It's a surreal feeling. So these are the two incidences that make me really, really, really happy being a part of this industry.
Yeah. You have been a part of Big Boss also.
Yeah.
One of the OTT seasons concluded recently. Were you following it?
Not at all.
No. But you know, Big Boss के बारे में कहा जाता है या तो लाइफ बना देता है एकदम उसके बारे में, या फिर it's the opposite. How do you think the show changed your life?
I don't think any show has the power to change anybody's life. What you're destined to be, you'll do that.
Yeah.
So ये गलत notion है कि show बना देता है, बिगाड़ देता है, जो भी है. I don't think so. It's all transient, as I told you.
Yeah.
Nobody or no show or nothing has the power to determine whether you're a failure or a success. You decide, and what you're destined to be, you will be.
Yeah.
Just keep working hard. That's it.
Before we wrap up, we have a small segment for you. These are your fans' question.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we received many, but these are just 4 of them.
Okay.
First, Shruti is asking, what made you say yes to Megha Barsange?
So, hi Shruti, first of all. And so when I was approached for this show, my producer Saurabh Kumar Tiwari, he gave me a narration for around 3 to 4 hours. And I was sitting laid back and I was listening to him. By the end, I finished the narration. I was almost aage. So I think that shows my interest in the particular project and my role in it. So I wanted to be a part of his vision, and I said yes.
Yeah. Dhruv has asked, your best friend forever from the industry.
My best friend forever. I do not have a concept of best friend. I have a close circle of friends. Actually, 3 people. So.
Yeah. Do you want to name maybe?
Not now. I am pretty private in that sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. And my fans who know me well, they know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Dheeraj asks, any Neil Aishwarya project coming soon?
You'll probably come to know if there is one.
Yeah. Mahi is asking, 10th में कितने marks आए थे?
75.
Thank you so much, Neil, for joining us. Lovely talking to you. All the best.
Thank you. Hi guys, this is Neil Bhatt and you're watching me on News 18 Shosha. Like, share and subscribe.